Namaste, beautiful. Welcome to class. This is going to be another improvised class. I really enjoyed doing it yesterday, and I did not intend to do it again today. And I just really wanted to. And I, over the years, have been very committed to doing things when I want, as I want, how I want, and doing my best to not feel pressured by stress or this feeling like I need to do anything. Right, so this comes. This applies to work. Relationships with people, everything really. Yeah, back in 2014, so it's 10 years ago now, when I was deciding that I was going to leave working in mental health, I made this commitment to myself that I would do only what lights my soul on fire. And so, yeah, man, this lights my soul on fire. So here we are. Again, practicing together in a kind of unconventional way, in a way that feels a little bit scary to me, and in a way that I hope is connecting for us and for everyone, and healing. And yeah, okay. So let's get started in child's pose. It's actually one of my least favorite poses, but sometimes, so let's go ahead and get there. I like to, so you can either have your knees together and have your arms drop to the side so that your shoulders are kind of relaxing here. Or if you want, you can have your knees out and then your shoulders down. You can have your arms forward. I'm going to go in kind of the most compact position. So I'm going to have my knees together and my arms down by my sides. So sometimes I like to start the practice this way. And I kind of imagine that I am a butterfly, or I'm about to be, that I'm in my cocoon and I am about to emerge anew as this beautiful new being, seeing the world for the first time in a different way, and allowing myself to experience the world in a different way. And so let's start to kind of breathe a bit more deeply here. So really feeling the way that the belly pushes against the thighs, if your belly is on your thighs. The chest pushes. And finding kind of comfort in that feeling of your own body pushing against itself. And maybe start to rock back and forth a little bit. So as if like you're rocking yourself.
Right, so the child's pose, so you're rocking your child, you're rocking your inner child. As you continue to breathe, you can make your breath, you can keep it deeper, you can return to a natural breath here. And let's go ahead and reach the hands out in front if they are not already there, and start to find a little bit of activation in the hands. Are you reaching your head off of the floor? So you're really reaching forward, forward, forward with your fingertips. Finding tension in those fingertips, kind of pulling you forward. Feeling nice stretch in the shoulders. Let's actually just now move into a tabletop position. And then from here, let's go ahead and just kind of just make some circles. Starting to wake up a little bit. Inhaling as we come forward, exhaling as we come back. So here we have the opportunity to be getting into our wrists as well as our knees, right? So if we come all the way back and sit down, and then we're coming all the way forward, right? We're going over the wrists, and then coming back, bending the knees. And I was not counting, as tends to happen if I'm talking. But let's do a few more. And so on, we're inhaling forward, going as far over as you can, exhaling back, coming as far back as you can. And when you get to the top, reverse, go the other way, exhale. Inhale forward, exhale back. Really pressing the fingertips into the floor. And would you like bringing attention to the way that you're gripping? Which is possibly because I love how this floor grips on my hands. So I've really been thinking about it a lot. Okay, let's do two more. And all right, come back to a tabletop. And let's go ahead and do like a little spinal wave here. So we're gonna kind of use our tailbone, push back as we arching, and then we're actually gonna inhale as we come forward, and be exhaling as we come back. So it's the opposite breath as like a traditional cat-cow. Inhale forward. Exhale back, arch, 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 and inhale forward, round, round, round. Exhale back. Just really trying to make it flow as much as you can here. So feeling the vertebrae as it starts to round, vertebrae by vertebrae, and then it starts to arch, boom, 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 boom. And rounding and arching. And as we arch, let's go ahead and tuck the toes and push it back into downward facing dog. And then continue with the flow, coming forward into our plank and then pushing back into our downward facing, continuing with that spinal wave. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's just find a moment of stillness here in our downward dog. So holding our hands about shoulders width distance apart, our feet are hip width distance apart, our armpits are looking toward each other, we are looking toward our navel, our hips are up and back. Let's go ahead and reach up the right leg into three-legged dog. The inhale. Let's exhale, bend the knee and open the hip and look underneath the right armpit. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, step the right foot forward into a low lunge, dropping the back knee, dropping the back toes. Inhale, arms come up and a little arch in the back. Exhale, come back into a half split with our arms back, folding forward over the leg. Inhale, low lunge, arch. Exhale, half split, fold forward. Inhale, low lunge, arch. Exhale, half split, fold forward. Inhale, low lunge, arch. Exhale, half split, fold forward. One more, inhale, arch. Exhale, fold forward. And now let's inhale and place the hands onto the knee, interlacing the fingers, and just start to bounce a little bit. I love bouncing. You're going to see bouncing in a lot of my classes. I was a dancer for many years, and this warm-up is in pretty much every teacher's classes. So there's got to be something to it. My body says there is, so I trust my body quite a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and heel toe out the front foot. So toe, heel, toe. Okay, so it's just slightly out further. And then we're going to take our hands and we're going to come as forward as we can onto maybe our elbows, if we can. And then I continue to find movement here. So kind of rolling onto the blade of the outside foot and then rolling forward. So we're just kind of searching for different sensations in our right hip, in our left hip flexors. And let's go ahead and inhale and reach back toward the left foot with the hands. And with an exhale, let's push it toward the butt as we open up here. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, push. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. One more. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Slowly drop the left foot back. And with an exhale, come and rotate into Skandasana on the right side. Let's inhale to center. And exhale to Skandasana on the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, Skandasana on the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, Skandasana on the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, Skandasana on the right. Let's place the left hand down. Inhale and rotate around, coming onto the blades of the feet, dropping the left hip toward the floor. Inhale, come into like a modified pyramid with the left toe up, left heel up. Exhale, rotate back. Inhale, center, pyramid. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, rotate. And now let's Inhale, and we're going to rotate back into our low lunge. And then exhale, we're going to come back into our half split. Let's inhale and arch the back and look up. And exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale. Exhale, round. And let's tuck the back toes. Come up onto the left foot. Inhale. Bring the right foot up to three-legged dog. Exhale. Bring it down. Inhale. Lift the left foot up. Exhale. Bend the knee. Look underneath the left armpit. Inhale. Back to center. Exhale. Step the left foot forward into a low lunge. Drop the right knee. Drop the right foot. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Arch the back. Exhale. Back to half split. Fold over the front leg. Inhale. Low lunge. Arch. Exhale. Half split. Inhale. Low lunge. Exhale. Half split. Inhale. Low lunge. Exhale. Half split. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Half split. Inhale. Come back to low lunge. Interlace the fingers. Place them on top of the left knee and bounce it. So I'm actually concentrating on the sensation in the right hip flexor here, right? Because when we have this front leg elevated, it gives us more opportunity to get back into this back hip flexor, yeah? So just kind of like feeling it heat up, right? Feeling the blood flowing. Yeah. Sending that message that it can open up. It can. Alrighty, now, toe here, out the left foot, and if you can, bring your elbows down to the floor. And just find a little bit of movement here, just searching for more sensations and stretches in those hips. Alright, so this is one of the things that is still affected by my ankle injury, so yeah, so be opening here and try to do it more than I'm going to. Yeah. Okay, so inhale and reach toward the back foot. And then as we exhale, we're gonna open. Push the foot toward the glute. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, open. Whoa. Okay, inhale. Release the back foot. Exhale, rotate to Skandasana. On the left, bring the hands to the heart center. Inhale to center. Exhale to Skandasana on the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Place the right hand down. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, come up to pyramid. Exhale, rotate, drop the right hip and come onto the blades of the feet. Inhale, modified pyramid. Exhale, blades of the feet. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. And this time when we inhale, we come into our half split. Exhale, inhale, arching the back, looking up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Let's go ahead, tuck the back toes. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, place it down. Let's inhale, come onto the toes. And exhale, we're going to make our way into a forward fold. So you can either step, or you can jump, or you can handstand, or you can float, or you can do whatever feels comfortable for you. Inhaling to flat back. Exhaling to fold it forward. Inhale, takes us all the way up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Okay, let's take a few Ashtanga style sun salutations to get heated up a little bit more. I'm actually heated up enough to remove this. I didn't think I was going to do that, but I often think I'm not going to move as much as I intend to when I start tired. It's one of the beautiful things about warming up. It warms you up. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Hold for 5 breaths. Taking time to find our alignment if we need to. Making sure the hands are under the width of the shoulders, the feet are the width of the hips, the armpits are looking toward each other, the eyes are looking toward the navel, the hips are up and back. And let's now move back into our forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Again, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Woo, inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. 1. 2. And as before, we're really focusing on the grounding of our hands and feet here. Allowing it to help us feel grounded into our bodies, into the space that we're in, into the present. And let's move it forward. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, move back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. Concentrating on grounding Feeling the connection to the floor. Feeling how it goes all the way into the earth, into the center of the earth. And anchor yourself there, here, in this moment. Knowing deeply that this moment is all that matters. Let's move it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's move on. Here we go. I have no idea, so I don't know what to say. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, move it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right foot comes up. Exhale, again, open up the hip. Look underneath the right armpit. Inhale, open up a bit. Exhale, let's start coming onto the tips of the fingers. Reach the right foot back and come onto the right foot to prepare for Wild Thing. Inhale up to Wild Thing. Exhale, come down. Inhale, Wild Thing again. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale, down. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale, up to Wild Thing. Let's move on from here. Exhale, look down toward the left hand. Inhale, start to rotate back toward the center. Exhale, step the right foot down. Inhale, come up into a high lunge. Exhale, rotate into Warrior Two. Inhale, reach to the right. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale to the center. Exhale to extended side angle. Inhale, step toward the front foot with the back foot. Exhale, come into a half moon here. Inhale, rotate the hips, come into a Warrior Three. Inhale here. Exhale, drop it down into a standing split. Place the hands and kick it up and bring it down to Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing. Let's move it forward. So inhale, coming forward. Flatten the back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Other side, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, move it back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, open the hip, look underneath the armpit. Inhale, open. Exhale, step the left foot back. Oops. Inhale, Wild Thing. Exhale, down. Inhale, Wild Thing. Exhale, down. Inhale, Wild Thing. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, look down toward the right hand. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, place the left foot next to the right hand. Inhale, up to a high lunge. Exhale, rotate into warrior two. Inhale, reach to the left. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, begin to step the right foot forward. Exhale, come into a half moon. Woo! Which could involve having your hands down. Inhale, rotate to warrior three. Exhale, coming down into a standing split. Place the hands down and kick it up, coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And let's move it forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, that was a little messy. I didn't know what the heck we were doing, but let's try and do it again and make it smoother this time. It's the great thing about continuously doing the same thing. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, move it back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, open it up, look underneath the right armpit. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drop the right foot next to you on the floor. Inhale, come up to wild thing. Exhale, down. Inhale to wild thing. Exhale, down. Inhale, three. Exhale, down. Inhale, four. Exhale, down. Inhale, five. Exhale, look toward the left hand. Lift up the back leg. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, up to high lunge. Exhale, rotate warrior two. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, steps the left foot forward. Exhale, into half moon. Inhale, rotate two. Warrior three. Exhale, down to standing split. Kick it up. And exhale down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Smooth it forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Other side, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, move it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, look under the armpit. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step the left foot back. Inhale, up to wild thing. Exhale, down. Inhale, two. Exhale, down. Inhale, three. Exhale, down. Inhale, four. Exhale, down. Inhale, five. Exhale, look toward the right hand. Inhale, begin to lift the left leg up And exhale as you place the left foot down next to the right hand. Inhale brings us up to high lunge. Exhale rotates us into warrior two. Inhale, lean to the left. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, center. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, steps the right foot forward. Exhale, takes us into half moon. Inhale, rotates us to warrior three. Exhale, brings us down to standing split. Place the hands down, kick back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And let's move it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Woo! All right, let's do it again. First, let's take a moment to center, and then we're going to do it again, and we might go a little bit deeper in some places. Maybe we'll do that on the fourth time. I don't know, we'll see how it feels. Okay. So closing the mouth. And just breathing as slowly and deeply as possible through only the nose. To try to bring down the heart rate a little bit. Finding your calm. And here we go. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right foot comes up. Exhale, open the hip. We'll look underneath the armpit. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drop the right foot down. Inhale, up to wild thing. And if you want now, you can either hold the wild thing or you can drop the right hand down and rotate into a wheel. Holding for 5 breaths. Okay, let's extend the left foot back where it was before. Come back onto the right toe. Rotate the hand, the left hand, and come back up onto the left foot. Let's go ahead and reach toward the big toe with our right peace fingers, and inhale, reach the right leg up to the ceiling. And hold. Woo! Okay, and continuing now, we're reaching that right foot forward again, inhaling, coming up to our high lunge. Exhale, rotating into our warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse. Inhale comes up. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, steps the left foot forward. Exhale, comes into our half moon. Inhale, rotate, warrior three. Exhale, standing split. Now let's hold it. 1. So really squeezing that back leg here and pulling our toes up toward the ceiling. Squeezing the butt. So this is a very active pose here, yeah? Alrighty. And again, placing the hands down,
And you can kick up and move back into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Let's make our way forward. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Other side, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, move it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left foot comes up. Exhale, open the hip, look under the armpit. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reach the left foot back. Inhale, up to wild thing, hold the wild thing, or continue to rotate, rotating the right hand so that it's facing the feet, placing the left hand down, and coming into a wheel. 3. Pull your belly button up toward the ceiling. 5. And reaching the right foot back to straight, coming back onto the left toes, rotating the right hand, lifting the left hand up, looking down toward the right hand as we reach for the left big toe with our left peace fingers, inhaling as we extend the left leg. And if you have the balance, you can look up toward the left hand. Woo! Alright, and release. Step that left foot next to the right hand. Inhale, come up to high lunge. Exhale, rotate into warrior 2. Inhale, reach to the left. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, steps the right foot forward. Exhale, takes us into a half moon. Inhale. Warrior 3. My ankle is really not ready for this yet. Exhale. Standing split. Squeezing our right leg. Pointing our right toes up toward the ceiling. 3. 4. 5. Place the hands down, kick it up, and bring it back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Come up onto the toes and make the way forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Alright. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, the right leg up. Exhale, this time come all the way down into our preparation for wild thing. Inhale, up to wild thing. Exhale, rotate to wheel if you want to. And then from here, if you'd like, you can lift up one foot. So let's lift up the left. And hold. You can walk the hands in if you want. Just trying to go a little bit deeper here. And drop that left foot down so it's nice and straight. Come up onto the right toes. Rotate into our side plank. reaching for the right big toe with the right peace fingers, inhaling and lifting into our side plank. And looking up toward the right foot if we can. Ooh. And exhale, reach the right foot down. Inhale, coming up to our high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach to the right. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Now this time we're going to come in, take the bind here. And looking up. So we're binding only if we know how, and we can open our shoulders here. Yeah. Okay, and let's go ahead and look toward the right foot. Again, coming onto the, standing up a little bit more with the left, and then lifting the left foot up as we balance on the right, looking toward the floor. Maybe trying to straighten the right leg a little bit more. And release, rotating into our warrior three. And exhaling down toward the floor into our standing split. And now if we're ready, we can try to lift the other hand and bounce on just the right foot here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. And again, placing the hands down, kicking up, moving to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left foot comes up. Exhale, all the way down, preparing for wild thing. Inhale, up to wild thing. Exhale, rotating into our wheel. This time we're going to lift the right foot up. I have a bit of trouble balancing on that left foot still, so do my best. Alright, and let's bring it down. Extending the right foot out, coming onto the left toes. Rotating the right hand. Coming into our side plank, reaching toward the left big toe with the left peace fingers, extending the left leg. Woo! Up. Looking up if we can. And bring that left foot forward, exhaling. Inhaling to come up to high lunge. Exhale, rotating into warrior two. Inhale, we'll reach to the left. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, two, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. And taking the bind, reaching back, grabbing a hold of the right arm with the left hand, and pulling that shoulder back, looking up to the ceiling. And lift down to the left toe, step the right foot in. Lift the right foot up, coming into this binded half moon. My ankle's like, really? You haven't even tried this yet. Okay, and let's rotate back to our warrior three. And on an exhale, come down into that standing split. I'll be honest, my left foot is totally pins and needles. What's been happening as the recovery process is underway. If we want to try to just hold on to the ankle, if we can. Unless our ankle is broken, in which case it might be harder. Okay, let's place the hands down.
And come into chaturanga. Upward facing. Push it back. Downward facing. Come up onto the toes. Make our way forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, let's cool it down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, moving back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right foot comes up. Exhale, let's open that hip one last time. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, let's come into a pigeon position. So inhale, lift the back leg. And you can go ahead and either hook it on, let's first come into a mermaid. So hook your elbow here if you can, or you can just hold it and then reach the right hand up and interlace the fingers and look up and slightly to the right. And if you would like to go deeper and you have your king pigeon, you can go ahead and do that. So I like to do it by just reaching back for this foot, but if that is more difficult, then you can flex the left foot. First reach your left foot with your left hand, and we rotate the elbow up towards the ceiling, reach back with the right hand to also hold the foot, and then look back. And release. And let's take the left leg and swing it around toward the front, pulling it towards our chest. So I'm just going to rotate so you can see what I'm doing. And we are continuing to rock ourselves, our inner child here. Coming back to that. See, always at the closing, we have the opportunity to connect to the opening, to see how things have changed, to see how we feel, right? Okay, that's nice. Let's go ahead and grab hold of the left foot or ankle with the right hand and start to bring it up toward the ceiling. And then we take our left hand, we're going to bring it underneath the knee, place our hand down, and then we're going to extend the left leg as much as we can. And we're going to look to the right. All right, and now let's go ahead and grab onto that foot if we can. And we're going to reach our left foot down to the floor. So you can either let go of it and put it down, or you can continue to hold onto it and kind of scoot down, legs up. And so now we have our left shoulders reaching down toward the floor. Our left hand is reaching toward our right knee. Our right butt cheek is reaching toward the floor. Our right hand is on our left foot. Our head is up toward the ceiling. Our right shoulder is pulled back toward the back of the room. And let's inhale and come up. So you would be this way. And let's exhale and take our left foot and bring it back behind us, placing the hands down tucking the back toes. Take an inhale. We'll reach the right foot back up into our three-legged dog, and exhale, bring it back down to the floor. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, open that hip one last time. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, coming into pigeon position. Inhale, bending the back leg, hooking the elbow, reaching the left hand up, interlacing the fingers, coming into our mermaid. Feeling beautiful here in her beautiful mermaid pose with a beautiful ocean in the background. Go ahead, reach toward that left foot or right foot with the left hand. You can reach the right hand up, reach it back to grab onto the right foot, and bring the hand back. Release the foot slowly. And bring the right leg around. And again, rock ourselves like inner child. It's hard to refrain from singing song lyrics, isn't it? We're not a wagon wheel. Alrighty, anyway. Let's grab onto the right foot or ankle with our left hand. Reach the right hand toward the floor. Extend the right foot up. Straightening the leg and looking toward the left. Using our compass to point us in the direction of our hopes and dreams. I get very corny after the end of my yoga practices. Okay, hold on to the left foot and make our way down to the floor. Reaching the right hand back toward the left knee. Reaching that left butt cheek down to the floor. Looking up to the ceiling, pulling the left shoulder back. And inhale, come up. Exhale, slowing that right foot back, tuck the back toes. Inhale, reach the left foot up and back. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, again, coming into our pigeon. This time we are going into a half pigeon. So you can either have your foot in towards your left hip like this, or you can have it flexed in front of you if that is more of a stretch and it feels good. And then let's relax over our right leg here. If we want to go deeper, we can take our left hand and we can thread it underneath, bring our left shoulder to the floor. We can reach our right hand up and back toward the left hip and look toward the ceiling. It's a really nice stretch on that, on our right glutes, yeah. And whichever variation you choose, you do not have to choose for the entire time. Sometimes I like to unbind because I think when it's different sensations, whether you are bound or unbound, right? And let's inhale up. And now let's exhale and let's rotate to the center. So you can now either have your right leg still in, or we can go ahead and we can open and have both legs open here. So again, we're just going to reach to the left, but we can have a different sensation if our legs are open, if we want that. And let's inhale up. And now let's rotate toward the left leg. And then bring our chest down toward our left leg. So this one's it's going to be harder to go deeper the more that your legs are open, right? So you can choose which part you want to feel a sensation, which part you want to be more difficult, right? Okay, inhale, come up. Let's go ahead and, if it's in your practice, rotate into a right split. And we can just hold this here. If you want to go deeper, you can take a block. I don't have any blocks. I thought I brought one, but I guess I didn't. I'll need to get one. You can take a block, you can put it underneath your right foot. You can fold forward. For me, this is less of a stretch when I'm in a regular split, but you can do whatever you want. You can rotate to the right so that you're also in a little twist here. You can lift your left foot and take the arch. Yeah, so take as much time in your split as you want. And when you are ready to move on, you can go ahead and place the hands down, tuck the back toes, and inhale, reaching the right foot up, and exhale, placing it down. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Exhale, coming into our pigeon, either with the left foot toward the right hip or coming and bringing the right foot forward a bit. And exhaling as we fold forward over the left leg. Either staying here or taking our right arm underneath and our left arm to our back. This is too much sensation on my left ankle at the moment, so I'm going to go back to this one. That's still a lot of sensation. I'm going to put my hand under it. There we go. Really enjoying that relaxation after the work, after the eclipse. During a Mercury retrograde, it is just crazy energy out there. I'll be honest, I kind of intended that I was going to do a yin practice today. So, I don't even know how this happens. Okay. And inhale, come up. And now we are again rotating to the side. I'm going to turn to face you. So we either have our left foot in again, or we are open to a straddle. And now we are reaching toward our right foot. Staying open here. And inhaling up. And now we're rotating toward the right leg. Bringing that chest down toward the right leg. Playing around with how much we want our straddle to be open or not. And inhale and come up. Okay, so then we are rotating into our left split. I'm gonna go back so I'm facing this way. And if split is not in our practice, then we can be in some kind of half split. So anything that is working toward the split so that you're getting that same sensation. So the sensations that we're seeking is the stretch in the left hamstring and in our right hip flexor, right? So find it as you will. And if we want, we can twist here. We can fold over the front leg. We can lift up our back leg and we can come into our back bend. Play around as you will. And when you are ready to stop playing, place the hands down, tuck the back toes, inhale, reach the left foot up. Exhale, raise the left foot back down. And let's go ahead and come onto the toes and walk them forward. And when we get to the center, let's drop the heels down. Bring our feet so there's about like a foot and a half in between, and then drop down, our butt coming into a little yogi squat. And we can still be moving around here. Still seeking a little bit more sensation because we are going back into our straddle now or into our middle split. So taking a little bit of time to just get that blood flowing in those hips so we are ready to go into our middle split. All right. And here we go. You can place the hands down. You can slide the feet out into a straddle. So first we can go into a pancake. So we can just reach our hands toward the front of the room, leaving our tops of the feet so they are facing up toward the ceiling, trying to bring our chest toward the floor. Enjoying the sensation, how we feel. And if we want to go into middle split from here, we can go ahead and we can rotate, bring the feet back. And now if you want your, the tops of the feet can be facing forward so that we're using gravity again to bring the hips down toward the floor. And again, moving back and forth to find wherever you get the most sensation, the most stretch. Unfortunately for me, where I get the most sensation is in my left ankle. Oh, it's kind of nice if I lift them up. Ooh, okay. There we go. That's nice. If you want to take a little back bend here, that can be fun as well. All right. And let's slowly shake those legs as we close them. And if you want, let's take a forward fold, why not? Just kind of relaxing over the feet. We did a lot of openings, so I don't want to stay too open. So kind of countering all of that opening a little bit, just a little forward fold here. Alrighty, and let's inhale and come up. And exhale, lying onto the floor. Inhale, bringing our right knee to our chest, pulling it toward the chest. Exhale, reaching the right knee down toward the left side. Reaching the right shoulder down to the floor, looking to the right. And inhaling to find tension in the body. Exhaling to release it. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, feet down. Inhale, bring that left knee toward the chest. Exhale, reach the left knee over toward the right. Open up the left shoulder to the floor. Oh. Inhale to find tension. Exhaling to release it. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale back to center. And exhale. Coming into our Shavasana, allowing our feet to relax, open, allowing our hands to relax and open by our sides. Taking a moment to get comfortable, to get relaxed. Scanning the body to release tension in the tips of the toes, in the toe joints, the tops of the feet, soles of the feet. Relax the ankles. Relax the shins. Relax the calves. Relax the knees and the backs of the knees. Relax the quads and the hamstrings. Relax the pelvis, the hips. Relax the butt and the tailbone. Relax the space below the belly button, the small of the back. Relax the middle belly and the middle back. Relax the upper belly and the chest, the heart, the lungs, the ribs, the upper back, the shoulders, the collarbones. Relax the upper arms and the elbows, the insides of the elbows, the lower arms, the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, knuckles, fingers, tips of the fingers. Relax the front of the neck and the back of the neck. Relax the ears.
Relax the jaw, the lips, the tongue, the teeth. Relax the cheeks, the nose, and the eyes. Relax the eyebrows and the space between the eyebrows. Relax your forehead. Relax the crown of your head. Reach above the crown of your head to relax the space above it. And continue to relax the space around your whole body. Feeling so relaxed that you can feel the effect that it has on the world around you. Reminding you of how powerful you are. How your state of being can affect everything around you, and thus the whole world. Using that as motivation and inspiration to pay attention to the way that you feel, to the way that you live your life. And begin to start to feel the air as it enters your body through your nose. Allow the oxygen to awaken you, to bring sensation back into your body. Begin to find movement in the fingers and the toes, and the wrists and the ankles. Interlace the fingers, reach them over the head, and reach the toes in the opposite direction. Inhale. Try to inhale everything that you want in this life, everything that will best serve you. And as you open your mouth, exhale everything that does not serve you. And continuing to keep your eyes closed, go ahead and roll over onto one side. Using your arm as a pillow underneath your head. And when you're ready, you can come back up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed if possible. And I would love to end the class with an Om and 3 Shantis. If you would like to join me, that'd be amazing. Inhale to chant. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take your hands and rub them together. Take the heat, place your palms over your eyes, open and close your eyes underneath the hands. Once again, place the hands together, rub them really hard, creating lots of heat, because now we're going to take them and we'll place them back over the eyes. And then we're going to spread that heat over the whole face, the neck, the chest, the arms, the belly, the legs, all the way to the feet. And just take another moment to recenter before opening the eyes. To notice how you feel. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and blink open the eyes. It has been such a pleasure to guide you again today. Thank you so much for being here, for allowing me to guide you, for trusting me, for practicing with me, inspiring me. I love you so much. Namaste.